welcome to Mr. Shaves. I'm going to be talking about shaving stuff, and today we have a collection of things that you might be interested in that I'm going to shave with. First of all, along my journey, starting off at the station of brush, which is my Timpsons T2, which is a synthetic brush, very soft, keeps its shape well, keeps tidy. I have a bowl to put the soap in and make it into a lather. Prior to that, actually this is the initial part of the journey, bulldog beard oil, which I think is good. Sometimes with beard oils, before you put it on, which goes on prior to the brush, has quite a strong smell. Sometimes they smell a bit like head lice treatment, and other times they smell of, just random stuff that takes away the smell of the actual shaving cream. This one's quite subtle, so that's why I've tried this a couple of times and I like it. Following that, I have the wonderful Truefitt Hill Apsley shaving cream, which we'll be trying out today. And following that, one of my favourite things, which is Osage rub or Osage rub, which is like an alcohol-based invigorant splash for head and face. So you whack that on, goes onto the skin. And then finally, because you've been removing all those oils from your skin, putting on a bit of a shaving balm. And this is Village Barber shaving balm. And I put it on afterwards, and that's good too. So let's go through our shaving journey. Toot toot! Right, okay. First of all, I've wet my face and I've held a flannel against my face, which helps. This isn't working. So I'm going to get the oil onto my hand. Good up. This smells, you can smell it when you put it on there. It feels quite thick. Whack it on. Cover over the lines where you're going to be shaving. Get it in there. It doesn't feel as oily as other ones. This one's quite, well, we'll see how it goes. Then I get a Truefitt Hill smelly stuff, shaving cream. Oh, that smells really nice. There's like a, how do you describe that? There's a bit of like a subtle lemony smell with just like a traditional shaving cream kind of smell mixed in. So what you do with your shaving cream is you get your brush that you've had in the water, a couple of, just to shake it off, and then you dip it into the bowl and get your other brush to pick up some lather, and then I put it in the bowl. At that point, my trusty flannel, because it's impossible to pick anything up after you have soap in your hand, and you just work it. You work him round. So it's important to be patient in this game, because first of all you get the kind of light bubbling, which you think, oh yeah, it's ready. But then no, you've got to go for gold. And you've got to keep on going, and eventually you get much thicker and steady. So if you can see that kind of holds its shape, So that's good. That's what we want. And then put it onto the face. So when you put it on, it's really important to kind of push it in. Ooh. Push it into the skin. Get into the brush, into all the hairs. And then you kind of smooth it out so you don't have any peaks. I must say this smells really nice. Really nice. Kind of morning, fresh smell. Then, most important, is your razor. This is a Gillette 1958 Fatboy. I ordered this on eBay, and in it I've got a feather blade, which I've used just a couple of times. Still is sharp. Feather blades are really sharp, and I find them really good so far. This is an adjustable, so I always have it on 9. That works for me. And if I get a rash, get a rash. Mostly I don't. Then, shoe. I'm going to do about 3 passes today. If you've watched any videos of people wet shaving, you might be aware of the usual claims that we always say, which is it is so much better for the environment and your purse or wallet. So the reason why is, despite the illusion of things improving, there's also a motivation by businesses to kind of try to sell you more stuff. And when you look at the blades now, they're kind of what they're called, the cartridge razors, you'll find that you can't put it on other ones, you're limited. But all this is just a blade that you put in. I'm just going to do some detailed bits, and I don't have a mirror up behind the camera. Okay, that's pass 1. Then you return to cream on the face. But it is cartridge razors. I've used them all for years and years. And there's no fun in it, just functional. And actually the blades are so expensive. And you find that the little blades that often there's like 5 or something going across, and they're like little strips of blades, and you can see where they're saving money and charging you extra, and a load of plastic. So I think you're better off. I mean, this is from 1958, and this gives you a better shave consistently. It's cheaper, and it's better for your skin. So in what way have we improved? I think we need to reevaluate. So but it glides through. For those with beards, you tend to rely on muscle memory on occasion. You just think, oh yeah. Okay, number 2. And this cream, look at that, it's still loads left. And that was just like one couple of brushes round. This will last a good, if I wasn't using anything else, 6 months. And it doesn't smell, it smells really nice. And you can, there's loads of different flavours and, well, not flavours, you know, smells. I find when I'm having a shave, I think, oh yeah, this is what my great granddad would have done. Or my granddad. In fact, lots of generations all the way back would have used a blade or something sharp as opposed to cartridge razors. They would use something soapy to kind of take the sharp thing across the skin. So what better way is there of getting in touch with your ancestors by shaving? So the Queen has passed away, which is a very sad thing. I've never really been a royalist, but she did dedicate her life to the country. I mean, she was really old, 96, and all that waving over all those years. She must have had a very strong hand, metaphorically and physically. Anyway, very sad. Prince Charles, I wonder if he shaves with white shaver. Anyone have any ideas? That'd be really interesting, actually. Imagine that. And guest shaver, King Charles III. That would have been. If anyone's got any connections with King Charles III, put him in touch. Let's do an online joint shave with the King. So, I think I've done 3 shaves, yes. What I tend to do is I rinse it off with a flannel, because washing it off just takes ages. And it just lathers itself up, off, up, off, off. And I'm going to rinse it off with some cold water. Okay, post-shave. This is important. Then there's the wonderful massage rub. Minty, sharp, painful, invigorating. Brings, I mean, that will put hairs on your chest. There, and I left a towel in the other room, which is helpful. So there you go, that's it in essence. I'm going to put on, last but not least, let's do this one now while we're just soaking wet. Shaving balm. So all the moisture you've taken out by shaving, you put back in. Nice. Smooth. So that shave is really good. Post shave, smooth as a baby's butt. All done and ready for the day. Thank you and goodbye.